Art of War is one of the most important books in the history. Art of War is an ancient Chinese military treatise dating from the late spring and autumn period. The work, which is attributed to the ancient Chinese military strategist Sun Tzu, is composed of 13 chapters. Want to know more? Let's start now. Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. So let's go. But before start, don't forget to hit the like button and click subscribe and turn all notification on to watch all other amazing stories. So let's go. Now let's start of the author of Art of War. Sun Tzu, L. 500 BCE, was a Chinese military strategist and general best known as the author of the work The Art of War, a treatise on military strategy, also known as the 13 chapters. He was associated, formally or as an inspiration, with the school of the military, one of the philosophical systems of the 100 schools of thought of the spring and autumn period, 772 to 476 BCE, which advocated military preparedness in maintaining peace and social order. Whether an individual by the name of Sun Tzu existed at all has been disputed in the same way scholars and historians debate the existence of his supposed contemporary Lao Tzu. 500 BCE, the Taoist philosopher. The existence of the Art of War, however, and its profound influence since publication clearly proves that someone existed to produce said work, and tradition holds that the work was written by one Sun Tzu. Now let's talk about the not repeatable book, The Art of War. The Art of War, an influential document written by the ancient Chinese military strategist Sun Tzu, also known as Sun Tzu, is one of the first known treatise on warfare strategy in history. Known in Chinese as Bingfa, this guide features information about various battle maneuvers and tactics, as well as strategic advice on collecting information about the enemy's location and battlefield terrain before attacking. It is hard to know exactly when the Art of War was written, but most scholars think it was written between 475 and 221 BCE, during the Warring States period. It is clear that whatever Sun Tzu's life experiences were, he had a great deal of knowledge about warfare and tactical training. The premise of the Art of War is that war should be avoided with diplomacy. If it cannot be avoided, it should be fought strategically and psychologically to minimize damage and the wasting of resources. Warfare should only be a last resort, and heading into battle is already admitting a kind of defeat. Sun Tzu's strategy in dealing with foes was a combination of peaceful resolutions and aggressive warfare. This mirrors the Taoist principles of yin and yang, or opposing but complementary forces. Sun Tzu recommended that every leader follow the Tao, or the natural order of the universe, as a main component of successful leadership. The Art of War has many specific battle strategies and advisements. It stresses preparation for battle above all, including planning around climate and battle terrain, studying the enemy's movements and weaknesses, and proper training of soldiers. At the same time, it also recommends being flexible, because the battlefield is so unpredictable. It discourages generals from engaging in siege warfare, because it extends the conflict and wastes resources. And generals should treat captured troops and defeated soldiers respectfully. The Art of War has remained relevant over the years because it is about strategy and tactics rather than specific warfare technology. It is not just military book. The Art of War has been applied to many fields outside of the military. Much of the text is about how to outsmart one's opponent without actually having to engage in physical battle. It has influenced leaders all over the world, not only in warfare but in many areas of life, including business. Modern leaders such as the former chairman of the Chinese Communist Party and one of the founders of the People's Republic of China, Mao Zedong, cited the Art of War as part of their military success. Many business books have applied the lessons taken from the book to office politics and corporate business strategy. Many Japanese companies make the book required reading for their key executives. The book is also popular among Western business circles, citing its utilitarian value regarding management practices. Many entrepreneurs and corporate executives have turned to it for inspiration and advice on how to succeed in competitive business situations. The book has also been applied to the field of education. Now let me show you the best quotes of this art. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. All warfare is based on deception. Hence, when we are able to attack, we must seem unable. When using our forces, we must appear inactive. When we are near, we must make the enemy believe we are far away. When far away, we must make him believe we are near. And now we reach the end of the video.
And thanks for watching. Out of this world.